out a little bit more of the potential for the wet weather, but also we're starting to keep a close eye on the chances for some instability and the return for some isolated thunderstorms. Really not into the region for today, but we do start to see a little bit more really into some pockets of the I-5 upper elevations and then working its way well over onto the far southeastern corner. That plenty to keep in mind, especially considering our latest drought monitor showing some more notable changes out over onto the eastern side of the Cascades, connecting really the patches that we were seeing throughout Umatilla County down over into areas along Highway 26, pushing towards Deschutes County and well over onto, well, our own backyard as well. Luckily, we are looking to see the consistency in rainfall to work through with this low pressure system and cold front, but our gusty winds could continue to develop here across the next couple of days as well. Those showers really not looking to scale back until we head into the back end of your Sunday. But even then, we start to see an additional about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch for majority of our western valleys, continue through Saturday into Sunday as well. And we're totaling it out to nearly a full inch of rainfall for the upper elevations, which, yes, may not be some snow and help put a dent in the next to non-existent snowpack that we're seeing for majority of the region. But it is helping bring a little bit of relief, especially when we're seeing some big changes on that latest drought monitor with more of an extreme drought concern pushing towards the eastern side. So we drop down those temperatures into 60s territory by Sunday into Monday, where we start to clear out a little bit of the cloud coverage in early morning hours. I'm sorry, John was kicking around the soccer ball and now his toe hurts. So he's off to the side rubbing your toe. Rest up, it's okay. I've got the rest of the show for us. Out the door here through the next couple of days, we are going to start to see a little bit of that downward trend towards more cloud coverage and the return for wet weather. So yeah, starting it off throughout portions of your lunch hour into the evening and even overnights. That's a look at exactly why we're seeing the potential for some instability. Now, specifically that instability, not today. It's really looking at where we are for tomorrow, and it tends to drop down a little bit for the upper elevations. But even then, the bulk of it actually trending towards the eastern side of our Cascades. Gradually here, when it comes down to it, we are definitely going to see that cold front bring in a chance for some gustier winds at times and then scaling it back entirely. Now that really is that cold front driving its way into the area, bringing with it the gusty winds, the return of wet weather, and a whole lot of this, some below average temperatures trending into the back end of the weekend, start of the following work week, and we see that pattern into the back end of the work week as well. So again, still hanging on tight to the chance for those showers through the back end of your Saturday and even into Sunday. Nonetheless, so we are definitely looking forward to quite a decent amount of rainfall for some areas, a chance for 1/4 of an inch for the valleys, closer to a full inch once it's all said and done, trending into your Monday afternoon. And taking a look at that 7-day forecast, here's a look at exactly how those temperatures are expected to dip. We see the return of 60s, and we see the return of John playing around with the soccer ball here right in front of me as well.
Just dribbling through.
Yeah, he's just training. Maybe he'll get picked up for next World Cup, of course. Though out over into our coastal areas, nothing out of the ordinary when it comes down to it as far as and that pattern simply looking to continue. Now, when we talk about the potential for some thunderstorms out over into portions of the upper elevations and even onto the eastern side, something to keep in mind here is the latest update on that drought monitor, where we most certainly do see a little bit more of an extreme concern now starting to really connect the dots between the Pendleton area a little bit further south and continuing towards Bend and Deschutes County and then into the upper elevations of the Cascades for Lane and even Douglas County. Slowly here through the next couple of days, though, what's going to bring us a little bit of relief is this, the potential for our daytime highs to trend back down into 70s territory and even through tomorrow, where we continue to see a downward trend into 60s for majority of our western valleys. Of course, so the way we work here through the next couple of days, we are getting the chance for rain showers, and it all starts off throughout this evening, where we get that first round of it slowly expected to increase, but it really just starts to mainly look like some scattered showers at times before it really looks to break off entirely. As far as just how much accumulation actually works through, well, we've got that low pressure system and cold front working through the region today into tomorrow and even through your Saturday morning, and it starts to scale back to some stray showers by Sunday early morning, and then we get left with another round of some cloud coverage, if not clearer skies heading into the next week. Of course, so how much rainfall? We're talking maybe a tenth to quarter of an inch through tonight into tomorrow, and then we cap it off at about a quarter to half an inch heading into your Friday night. That's not the end of it, though. Again, we still see that low pressure system and cold front working its way through the area. It's why our totals start to tick upwards towards the full inch mark for some portions of our upper elevations here once it's all said and done heading into your Monday and Tuesday.